Hello and welcome to Straight from the Cloverfield, episode 107. I'm your host, Ralph. Today's topic is war criminals be talking and we do not consent to their plans and actions. Agent Orange recently had a play date with notorious war criminal Netanyahu, who is wanted by the International Criminal Court. Washington does not represent humanity. Instead, it is a safe haven for war criminals, and they all have blood in their hands. I thought Agent Orange was taking a not my problem approach, which what happened to it's their war. That approach was bullshit because this country funded it, giving Israel weapons to mass murder innocent people, including children and people with disabilities. Now Agent Orange makes plans with a war criminal. They're both war criminals because they're trying to colonize indigenous people's homes. Now Agent Orange makes plans with a war criminal who sadistically smiles and fondles the podium while he talks about how the United States will be helping itself to the land and having the audacity to speak of relocating Palestinians, who are the indigenous people of that land. Let me be clear. It's their land. They have a sacred connection to it, and they don't care what shape it's in. They persevere and will build the land however they choose to. The land belongs to them. They are not going anywhere. We will not stand idly by and allow them to be pushed around by two genocidal regimes. The Israeli Defense Forces and the Department of Defense have poisoned the word defense. The people have a right to defend themselves and the earth from these two genocidal bullies that happen to be confusing defense with bullying. I don't know how you confuse that, but they have. We do not consent, and we are ashamed to be citizens of this country. We are citizens of Earth, and we are greater than the war machine, and our endless love and vitriol will dissolve it. The indigenous people call this landmass Turtle Island, and they were here first. I like the sound of that. That's where I want to live. Let us rise together and protect Turtle Island from the flea-infested talons of the corporate United States. The blood-stained hands aren't doing a damn thing but trying to rope you into another cult of endless war. Don't get hoodwinked, don't be afraid, and don't be angry. Instead of being a food energy source of malevolent parasites, choose to speak the truth unapologetically and dance together. Through compassion and understanding of each other's unspoken language, we are taking Earth so high that malevolence can no longer reach her. We can do this simply by being ourselves, and taking care of one another without expecting anything. We are the ones we're waiting for. It's up to us. Through our content of character, we are the secret manifestation of unconditional love. Hold on, man. I apologize. That was supposed to be the ending of. I did not staple these properly, but I don't take away from from the truth. So I will reread what I just read after I read the next article that I wrote. Okay, here's the next topic we're going to talk about. Deport the muskrat and hold all those responsible who allowed a dangerous, unelected, earth-destroying Zio-Nazi colonizer and his mob to access the benefits that the most vulnerable depend on to live. I was recently pondering about how Area 51 seems to have some really superb protection. I wonder if Muskrat and his mob have magical clearance there. Wondering about that. So they guard that with their life, right? Anyone that claims to represent the people should have the fun. Anyone that claims to represent the people should have the funding for the most vulnerable put under ironclad protection and be willing to put themselves on the line to protect it. How many poxes did this rich rat stuff to get clearance and access to the resources that help our most vulnerable be able to live? Being disabled is a full-time job. Medical help and medicine is not always approved. Disabled people pay rent and struggle enough to get through each day. They deserve to live as comfortable as possible and be independent just like anyone else. What did I say about that? Okay. This was the article that was the write-up that was supposed to have the end of the other one that I just said. Which it's insane that we have to explain this common sense truth to these liars and cheats that want to just steal and take and destroy the planet. And we're not going to stand out by and allow it to happen. We are defenders of this planet, and we have each other, defenders of each other, and we take care of each other and we come together. So, what is civil disobedience? Like Gandhi taught, and Martin Luther King said not to cooperate with unjust laws. Civil disobedience means not cooperating with unjust laws. Stop speaking of the oppressor as if he has power. Rise together and do not cooperate with draconian man-made laws. Just because some bitch scribbled his name on a dead tree doesn't mean shit. Speak truth with confidence and determination. Remember how much they sweat and stutter when you Nathaniel Levani ghost them on the spot, which means when you armed with truth and reason. One man creature, a pet rat, and a pack of self-serving demons cannot pull off this bullshit on their own. Stop falling for the crooked chessboard illusion of free speech and punch through it. Here's where that power is supposed to go. Washington, D.C. and all of their blood-stained hands aren't doing a damn thing but trying to rope you into another cult of endless war. Don't get hoodwinked. Don't be afraid. Don't be angry. Instead of being a food energy source to the malevolent parasites, choose to speak truth unapologetically and dance together. Through compassion and understanding of each other's unspoken language, we are taking Earth so high that malevolence can no longer reach her. We can do this by simply being ourselves and taking care of one another without expecting anything, and not cooperating with unjust laws. And through our conscious character, we are the sacred manifestation of unconditional love, and do not comply with unjust laws and the draconian BS that they're trying to push through and scare people with. We will not stand by. We will guard each other with everything that we have, because we all love. We all unconditional love. And that's what I have to say for today. This is part one. Kaigen is going to do a show today as well. So I thank you for listening, and I will see you on the next one.